let's talk about hope in the future.
Hope.
Okay. Let's talk about Elon Musk catching a 20-story tall rocket.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah,
What?
bro.
What?
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, it's awesome. Look at this. Look at this insanity. This feels like it could be CGI, and I wouldn't know the difference.
Well, you would know the difference.
I mean, I would. But yeah. What I'm saying is, it's super red out. It's literally falling out of the sky, and this thing just. It looks like it's about to blow up for a minute, and then it gets caught. Like, that is some futuristic stuff right there. That is so rad.
So I want you guys to take this picture. Okay, I want you to pause it right there, Brian, and just stay with this image. Now, I want you guys to imagine the space shuttle. Now, I know we don't do space shuttles anymore, okay? But you know that main rocket booster that you would see on the space shuttle? There were like two really big ones, right? And you had the big orange tank in the middle. So those solid booster rockets that would take the space shuttle up, they would just fall into the ocean, and then they would have to essentially try to recover them and then reuse them or try to rebuild them, right? This is essentially the same type of thing. This is for the SpaceX Starship. What is it? Is it Starship? Name of the ship? It's whatever his this is for the ship that's going to go to the moon, that's going to go to Mars, right? That's taking things up in space. It's for that same main ship, but this is the solid
yeah, it's for Starship.
For Starship. Now, imagine if NASA had been able to bring down the solid rocket boosters and just catch them, then they could just refill them up and get them ready for launch again instead of. And so the fact that SpaceX has been able to figure out how to do this means they're going to save so much money. Launching just got cheaper, which was going to be necessary to get us to go to the moon, to get us to go to Mars. Okay, so that's why the success. And if you play it all the way to the end, you're going to hear something really cool.
Okay, I'll play it. But listen, every time we launched, before we had the ability to reuse the launchers, it cost billions of dollars, like insane amounts of money to get payloads to space, because a healthy portion of what you built is just going to go into the ocean somewhere. It's pretty rough, man. All right, here we go.
It is. Play the rest.
Now down to 3 Raptor engines. We can see those chopsticks now in the air.
All the cheering is really doing it for me right now.
Yeah, let me tell you. So all that cheering was everybody a part of this program, and the realization set in that now they're going to be able to move forward. This is a moment of progress for humanity, bro.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah,
it's a huge moment, and people don't realize it. It's really, really a big deal.
Oh my God, so many people don't realize it. I'm sorry,
and I'll tell you who doesn't realize it. Now that you said it,
yeah,
the government.
Yeah, the government
doesn't realize it.
Yeah, the government doesn't realize it. There's a lot of people on just like random normal people who are brainwashed by the current message that they're like, well, Elon Musk didn't do that. It was people he hired. Yeah, no shit, dude. Like,
well, yeah, but it's even worse than that, bro. So I made a big deal about it. And I want to talk about this first because Elon Musk just did an amazing thing. I mean, it's one thing to watch the Falcon 9 rockets come back and land on their launch pads. That was cool as hell when we saw that. But now this returning a solid booster rocket to its launch point, it's ridiculous. It's futuristic. But here's the problem. The government's trying to destroy him.
Right.
The federal government is trying to destroy him. And we're going to go through it here a little bit. Ever since Elon Musk bought Twitter back in 2022, a lot of really interesting things have happened. March 2023, the FTC sent 12 letters to Musk demanding that all of the company's internal correspondence for Twitter be turned over to them, including the identity of all journalists who had been allowed access. Remember when the Twitter files came out?
Right.
The FTC wanted to know who those people were so they could go after them. Right.
Well, that's so filthy. Give me all your journalists. Like, that is a fascist state right there. That's
an internal correspondence. That's in March 2023. August 2023, the Department of Justice sued Musk for discrimination for not hiring illegal immigrants. Now, it wasn't illegal immigrant. It was, that's not the term they use. It was people seeking, when they come in, they don't say
non-citizens,
they say amnesty, or they're coming in looking for, what's the right word? It's not, is it amnesty? It's not amnesty. It's, they're being oppressed or whatever. Anyways, I don't remember the word.
Asylum. Sorry.
Asylum. That was it. People looking for asylum. So basically they were sued by the Justice Department for not hiring these illegal immigrants.
And how does that make sense? You hire the best people, not.
Well, you're right. You hire the best people, but on top of that, okay, you don't hire people who might not have your country's best interests. How many people have come across the border that are here for nefarious reasons? Wouldn't you want to go get a job at SpaceX and learn about all of our secrets and do terrible things to our country, right?
Oh, yes. Sounds very good. Thank you.
The lawsuit was so sketchy, they didn't even file it in federal court, but in administrative court inside the Department of Justice, just so outside eyes couldn't look at it more closely. So DOJ is also demanding payback for anybody who was turned down for a job. He wants him to give him money to everybody. So I guess the folks that are coming across the border aren't already getting enough freebies from our government, huh?
No, yeah. Now Elon Musk also has to pay a little bit. Elon Musk has to foot the bill.
Right. Now later,
I don't understand that.
Now later, the U.S. Attorney's Office in New York started investigating Tesla for intentionally misrepresenting its battery range in cars. Talk about ticky-tack. 200 miles, 250 miles. They're going to make a federal case about it, and they're going to sue him. Okay. Over that type of thing. In now just this month, the California Coastal Commission, in their own words, is seeking political retribution against Musk after he was supporting Trump and calling out FEMA during the recent hurricanes. Here's the reasons they're citing for their rejection of him being able to launch in California, on the California coast. The commission chair stated, "We're dealing with a company, the head of which has aggressively injected himself into the presidential race. And that's why they're trying to turn down his ability to launch in California." Okay. The commissioner, Gretchen Newsom, who's a Nancy Pelosi and Gavin Newsom underling, added, "Elon Musk is hopping about the country, spewing and tweeting political falsehoods and attacking FEMA while claiming his desire to help hurricane victims with Starlink and access to the internet." So is it a good reason to not allow him to launch rockets in California, Brian?
No, and I'm sorry, this is bad faith. Let's say it was a good reason. Let's say, which by the way, that's insane. Imagine your political opinions stopping you from, in a world where there are easily two sides to that opinion, but the other side saying you cannot operate because we do not like your opinions. That's absurd. But let's just say that's a normal thing to say. It's also totally bad faith because he did. He was one of the very first people to help with the hurricane victims by not only giving free Starlink, but then sending out Starlink if people didn't already have it. Millions of dollars worth of Starlink went out to people so they can get internet. You know why they need internet? So they can go online and request the $750 that FEMA was going to give them. Do you understand? His criticism of FEMA is totally legitimate. FEMA has not only boggled this hurricane, it boggled Katrina, it boggled Hawaii, it boggled wildfires. FEMA continually has a problem doing the exact job that it was designed to do. And I'm not talking about this year or last year, but since I was a kid, since I was a child, I have constantly heard about FEMA never doing the job correctly. I mean, bro, you lived in New Orleans. How did they do with Katrina, dude?
Oh, yeah, the Katrina was a mess, man.
Okay, so at what point do you go, you know what? Maybe your agency is way too bloated. You have all this massive budget, this massive overhead, and every time there's an actual problem where we need you, you fail miserably. They deserve criticism. Are you saying that we can't criticize government agencies that take our money and don't actually give us anything in return when we need them? We have to be able to do that. So every argument they have, let's just say that you're allowed to do what they're doing, even though it's absurd. Well, every argument they have against the guy is bad faith at minimum and just straight up lies at the worst.
Well, and here's the worst part about it. They don't care. And here's the thing. They don't care if they're wrong. They're like, fine, let Elon Musk sue us because it's only going to cost him millions of dollars to sue the government. Guess how much it costs the government to get sued? Nothing, because all those people are getting paid anyways. Right. So it's all it is they don't care.
It costs the taxpayers, dude.
It costs the taxpayers money, dude. That's it. Exactly.
It costs the tax. It costs us. We pay it. We pay for them to utilize their post, to utilize the government and their action, what they were appointed to or elected for. We pay for them to utilize that post to go after people they don't like, for saying things they don't like, or for bringing light to things that need to have light shined on it. It's insane that we have to pay for them to go after the guy who has single-handedly is not the right word, but who has done more. SpaceX has done more in the last 10 years than NASA has done in 50. Has done in 50.
Almost, yeah.
With a lot less money.
Yeah, well, I think it's well said, and the point is like what you said. Elon Musk is trying to make the world a better place, and here the government is attacking. And I can't go back and think of any, individual person who. This is the first time our government has set up to attack another side, at least in our lifetime. In my lifetime, the government never went after its political enemies. And that's exactly what's happening here.